Welcome everyone to WEDCOT, another amusement park. After looking at some of them over the years, we did another Disney-inspired place a couple of years back where I had to mute the audio completely, which is pretty much going to be the same here as it has copywritten Disney audio all through it. I definitely would say to come here and take a look at it yourself, as this video is going to have parts of it that don't particularly work too well, like with some of the videos for the rides. Can't really do that, just in case it might get caught for content ID'd for that. But I'll be going through some of the rides that work well enough just on the visual sense without the media playing. And this place is actually pretty big, I have to say. It pretty much replicates Epcot pretty well, I think. We have the full futurist half of it, and then you have the world tour on the other half of it. And we're going to start with the futuristic bit of it first, then work our way over to the world tour. But yeah, we have the giant ball here right up front here, which I believe should have a ride in it, but I'm not quite sure which ride would be in it. Depends on whatever was preferred when they created this, because I think there's like a spaceship simulator that I think may be the most new one, and then I think there was like another like tour ride thing beforehand, I think. Got a nice picture there of the giant ball. I forget if it has an actual name to it or not, I'm not sure. That actually looks pretty good, the ice cream cone drink thing. I think these might be like stickers or something along those lines. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and check this place out first. And then head towards the it says video is required, but let me take a look at it. I guess if I have to, I'll have to edit out whatever rides don't work too well. Oh yeah, but it looks like there's a bit of visual in this ride, so let's go ahead and try it out then. Yeah, it's been ages since I've been to Epcot. I think I want to say I've only been there once, maybe twice. Once for sure. But I don't think I ever actually seen the whole world tour area of it completely. But yeah, I wanted to do this spot particularly because I went to the Second Life 17th birthday event, and there's actually a exhibit there that basically is a tour through sections of Enchanted Adventures. The other Disney World place, but I'm forgetting the name of it. I did cover it a couple of years ago, and then also WEDCOT here. And since I had the time to do it, these places are pretty big and take a while to go through. I decided I was going to go ahead and stop by and definitely see how this goes for us. Definitely see some stars up ahead. And a blinking screen of some sort. Yeah, I don't know if this ride is actually still at the actual park or not. I guess we're going into the ball proper there. Yeah, I know there's been a couple of ride differences at Epcot through the years. Like the Seas, I think, had its original replace of a Finding Nemo thing. And we got some mammoths, it looks like, going on. Oh, we got some cave people, too. Okay, the audio is talking about how this, how we basically started with cavemen for communication, and how they started putting writings, drawings, whatever, on the walls. And now we're in ancient Egypt, where a person is apparently making paper. And pretty much that's where the record keeping first started. That was mobile. The painting on the caves kind of stayed if you had left, so. And the Phoenicians that are here apparently created the common alphabet that they could use between nations that they were trading with, because they were trading with all of them. And ancient Greeks started up public schools and started up mathematics for the most part. Yeah, the ancient Greeks definitely started up quite a few things. And then Romans, learning from the Greeks, created powerful empires. Which pretty much set up the world for quite a bit until it ended up being sacked. So. Yep, Rome falls. Great Library of Alexandria falls. A lot of information lost with that. Though the Middle East had a couple of copies from the Library of Alexandria, so some of it was kept, but the majority of it was lost. Like, so much information was lost with that library going up. It's not even. And in Europe, monks record books by hand, many, many. Printing press created. So information is, for the first step of information being moved around fast. And that ended up bringing about the Renaissance. Now we're getting more towards modern times here. Communication just basically blows up at this point. Newspapers, electricity. Radio. And we got television, too. Landing on the moon. Computers, giant computers, and understanding programming. And then we have the smaller, more reasonable computers at that point, the internet. And the internet pretty much is the biggest step of communication because everything is instantaneous now. Information in the blink of an eye. We have a nice view of the Earth up there. In the midst of all this space, stars everywhere. This actually turned out pretty well for for not having to use media for it. The entire time it was explaining things during that ride in the audio, but I pretty much repeated most of what was said, though adding on a bit more of my own words. I guess I'm dropping down the center here. I'm not actually sure where this ride's going. Huh. Okay, yeah, we are for dropping down the center spot. Here we go. Down into the darkness, apparently. Okay, I think we're actually making it back towards the ride starting point now, I think. That actually took a really long time to descend through the darkness there. I think I'll probably edit that out. But, yeah, here we are. Alright, to Future World, to exit. I think the exits probably were... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Future World's the way we have to go, but let's go ahead and make sure there's nothing else over this way. Nope, pretty much leads back to where we started. So yeah, we'll continue all on this way then. And now we have this little open area down this way, which is a lot of like merchandise and shops, as far as I remember. Last time I was here. This was actually about as far as I had gotten. I got into the big lake in the middle from here. Interventions. Can we go in here? Oh, yep, we can apparently. Huh. Not really seeing anything, and apparently it just leads right out. Maybe it's just unfinished. Oh, I can't actually go this way. So maybe that door is not supposed to be, non-solid. Looks like that way we have the land and the living seas. Which I was just talking about the seas not too long ago. How it's changed, I think it's changed like probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago at this point. Something like that. Well, we got more of these things right here we saw before. I'm assuming these are like stickers or something like that. I didn't see anything that said it. Can we go through here? No, we can't. Okay. And this way we have horizons. How do we get through this here? Yeah, we got another little store over here. Let's go ahead and take a look. They seem to do custom merchandise here because they already have the 2020 shirts. Oh, we got these little particle spammers here. A bunch of candy corn. Probably leftovers from the Halloween season, I imagine. I wonder if they do things based on seasonals like the actual parks. They probably do. Lots of mouse ears around. Yeah, it's all pretty neat. The only thing is that some of these don't want to text refresh for some reason. Oh, we got a nice little fountain right here too. It looks like a drink stop, I think. And yeah, if we keep on heading north, we'll reach that big lake I was talking about before. I'm kind of trying to get through this center area, and then we can move on to the sides, because basically everything outside the center area basically goes in one big circle that we could go around. Nice little bit of gardening here. It looks like there's a Mickey Mouse head here too. Yeah, you can also take a boat to go around in this lake as well. You can see the World Tour area over this way as well. A little bit of a preview of what we're going to be taking a look at in probably like another hour. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit up the lands and seas first, and then hit up the other side once we run out of spots in Future World. Because I am kind of curious with the World Tour area and how that looks. Because that would definitely be pretty much all brand new to me. Yeah, we have the Magic Kingdom replica, and now we have the Epcot replica. I'm actually kind of curious if any other, like, Disney park type things will ever pop up, like Animal Kingdom or something along those lines. Okay, looks like the seas are off this way, and yeah, the seas has been changed from being a regular sea idea to being wrapped around Finding Nemo now, which I do believe it's still like that to this day. Which, if they ever came out with a new thing that was really popular that was sea-based, then it'd probably change it over again, but well, this is kind of a neat free area. Yeah, we're gonna have to see if this one will actually be rideable or not. Guess we'll see soon. Alrighty. Alright, it looks like that was not a ride that was particularly good without the media part of it, so I think I'll be editing that part out. It's unfortunate about that, but I guess we'll get to look at the post area at least. Which should let us see a bunch of sea critters about. Let's look at the bottom floor, I think, first. Well, we got a little gift shop that way, and I'm pretty sure the exit's over that way as well. I think we just saw an eel go in the hole. Got some seahorses as well. Yeah, that does look to be the exit. A lot of crabs. Sebastian the crab. Take a look at this billboard here. Let's see what's going on. Looks like we have some fish tanks over here too. Talking about aquaculture from the sign there. Yeah, Epcot had a very big learning experience type of thing going on with it. Especially here in Future World. Though I guess the World Tour also has it as well, learning about different cultures and all that. So yeah, I guess overall it has a big learning experience bit to it. Yeah, sea turtle. Yeah, originally didn't have the Finding Nemo attached to it. It was its own original production type of thing. Huh. Guess this should be showing like a room that'd be filled with seafaring stuff, I guess. Scuba diving and all that. Okay, I think we can go ahead and, oh, that was the exit, yeah. Well, not the exit that we need to go to, but the right exit. But yeah, that was the seas, the first, place we really got to. And right next to it is the land, so let's go ahead and take a look over there. Land, yep. The land actually has a really neat looking inside to it, I think. I'm not sure what the one to next to it is. Guess we'll have to find out about that. See a nice little stream going by with a couple of rock stones in there. Yeah, it does look pretty neat in here, I think, with the balloons at the top and really colorful murals around around the bottom. And I guess there's a theater here that you could watch media off of, but we're not going to be doing that. Down here we have seasons. And pretty much the center area down here is a food place. It looks like we have a ride of some sort right here. And then another type of ride here for tour boat. So I guess we'll be taking a look at both of these and seeing how they look. Kingdom of Animals Original Dino Fries. It is a bit funny because I think some of the stuff that they sell here is particularly made like right here at the theme park. Okay, let's go and take a look at this. I want to say this is Soren, which it may just be one big media thing. In that case, I'll probably have to cut it out. Let's go ahead and find out. And yeah, this was definitely a cut. It's just one big black screen off the media playing. So let's go ahead and take the tour boat and see if that goes for us. Beyond that, I'm not seeing anything else around here in this spot, so... Alright, tour boat, here we go. This tour is probably going to be about nature and all that, so... Oh, it looks like it's raining up ahead, actually. Ooh, lightning strike. Our tour guide's kind of blocking my view a bit on the left side, unfortunately. Yeah, there comes the rain. That's a big alligator there, or crocodile. It's probably a crocodile since we're in the jungle. Plenty of monkeys, too. Yeah, the lightning's still lighting up that water there, that's for sure. Up ahead, it looks like we have some farming land. Buffalo, chickens. See a scarecrow in the back there, too. I'm assuming the wooden pillar would probably be a windmill or something like that. I guess it didn't fit all the way in the ride. I even have a goat on the ride. Guess eating that haystack. And a lot of different types of things to cultivate the land, make crops, things along those lines. Basically, the ride's telling us that we have to be careful about how we make food. Otherwise, we do permanent damage to the land. Looks like we have prims, the building blocks, the second life on the plants. Oh, they changed part of the ride into being about Second Life prims. That's actually kind of funny. So all the different shapes are here as part of the plants, quote unquote, growing. That's actually kind of funny. We got a Taurus here with the oval shapes there. We got some two fish swimming around, apparently. Wow, they really went all out with this, I have to say. All the different types of prim shapes. And most of them in different ways, too. Up ahead, it looks like they may be back to regular plants now, I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing any prims here. Or wait, maybe there is some. Never mind. Oh, we got two Mickeys done in the plants here. One gold, and one purple. And then we have all these farmers here, and then there's me in the corner. Oh, it looks like the ride's about over. Well, that was fun. I wasn't expecting a change to it like that. I guess we'll go find out what that other pavilion is now. Alright. Need to go back upstairs, I believe, to get to the exit. Oh, we're close. Oh, there we are. And then we have this bright orange. Oh, this is, I think, the Imagination Pavilion, actually, because that's the one that has the big glass pyramids on top of it. Found the bathrooms. Imagination with Figment, I believe this is going to be. Which this particular ride has kind of a interesting history to it. Apparently everybody loved the original version of it, and then eventually they reinvigorated it and came out with a second version that people didn't really like. And then they had to change it again to a third version, which I think is the version that's still going on to this day, which is Imagination of Figment. Because the original one was Figment in the Wishmaster, I believe his name was, or Dream Master, something like that. But the latter of which isn't particularly in the ride anymore. Well, this is a neat little area. That's a cool picture display there, going across all three pictures. Skunk Dragon, apparently. Oh, I bet this is an exit. Okay. We went the wrong way. There was an entrance somewhere outside. This is the way we're supposed to exit, through the gift shop. Right, yep. Is there anything up here, I'm wondering? There's actually a nice view of the entire park up here. You can see where we started over this way, and you can tell from across the side there we still have plenty to go. Yeah, over there there's 2 more pavilion type things, I believe. Definitely a nice view. Alright, let's find the entrance to the ride. Yep, I was right. It's journeying into imagination of a figment. So let me go ahead and check this one out and see if it's possible to go through without the media. We're at the Imagination Institute. And there's actually a couple of cameo pictures right here, though. It looks like they're a bit blurry by default. Like the one on the right is noted for being flubber. Oh, we got an experience here. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. This actually is a really good idea for theme parks to use if they're doing like things like dark rides. Because if you can experience and just teleport people automatically into... Because they basically replicated this hall from the other side too. So it's a really neat little trick here. So in fact, we've probably gone like 1,000 feet up from where we were before with that teleport. But that definitely would help with some of the lag issues otherwise with having the entire park around you. So it's actually really cool to see people actually utilizing experiences like that. I'm guessing this must be one of the newer add-ons then. Because that's the first one I've seen with an experience attached to it. Alright, well, I'm not quite sure if I'll keep that in or not, because it was half ride and then half like a media type of thing. In fact, there was almost no sound in it at all, so... And here I'm not quite sure what exactly we're looking at. Let's see, it looks like another... I think most of this stuff has media signs, but... Oh, it looks like it's a theater or something. I bet this is the, This is probably the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience thing, so I saw a sign for that earlier. See, I think that about does it for this side of Future World here. Just getting a look at the fountain over here at the pyramid. Probably shouldn't be playing in the water. At the moment, though, nobody else is here. So I have the park to myself. Alright, we'll just go ahead and cut through the center again and head to the other side. There should be racetrack over here, but I don't know what else would be over here. So I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, Horizons, okay. That's over here as well. Horizon's another one of those sit-through things where it talks about the, pretty sure it talks about the future. It's sort of like the, thing we went on with inside the ball way earlier in the video. But Horizons, hasn't been actually at Epcot for quite a number of years at this point. If I remember correctly, the story behind that was that they had to close down Horizons because a sinkhole appeared underneath the building. So since it wasn't actually technically retired by Disney itself, and due to other circumstances, I do kind of wonder if maybe they'll bring it back someday, though I figure if they would, they probably would have done it by now. Alright, one of these side vehicles. These are kind of neat. Oh, I'm sitting in the wrong spot. I'm not sitting on one of the pose balls, it looks like. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't sitting on the right spot, apparently. Alright, time to see how this ride goes for us. Because so far I think we're 2 for 4. I managed to be able to show 2 rides, and then the other 2 I haven't been able to. Oh, that's neat. Guy with a chicken. So I guess this is going to be showing us some futuristic sights. And it's always kind of interesting with rides like these, because you sort of get to see a take of the future that people had maybe decades ago when this ride was originally made. And it's always kind of fun to see what actually happened, what was perceived to be coming, and what hasn't. You can see people living inside of like tower-based buildings over here. And we got the robot butler. Don't think the robots have gotten that distinguished yet, where they can actually clean or cook. Well, maybe cook. I'm not sure on that one actually. Because I'm just thinking of like those dog robots that barely know how to walk. Mars and beyond. Well, we do have some towers like that, I think. But I don't think people actually live in them. I think they're like a restaurant, actually. And we're going to pitch black. Let's see where we end up now. I think we're getting close to another one of those pink screens, which I think is a media screen. That is vibrant. Okay, now I think we're moving. Okay. It's a bit unfortunate that you lose a bit of a thing without being able to play media, because like I was saying before, I'm not going to play any audio or media, audio or visuals, particularly that are Disney's property, because don't really want to get content ID'd or have this video taken down by Disney, so. And we got like a TV in the background. That's some sort of like telephone. It's like a glowing ring, but obviously people basically use phones for that now. Like actual phones you can hold. And there's some neat shelving with the plants here. I think you could probably do that right now and today and not have much of an issue at all. In fact, I think we saw these exact things over at the land. I think here we're seeing some cultivation, maybe? That's what I'm thinking it is. So yeah, we're seeing this entire family that's supposed to be futuristic. If I remember correctly, if I read something correctly, I think this is supposed to be the same family that was part of the Carol of Progress, which was basically a thing that was showing the decades up to the modern point, which I think was like the 1990s or something like that, or maybe it was the 1980s. And Carousel of Progress was like one of Disney's big blow up attractions that he had gotten. So in a way, this Horizons is basically like a sequel to that. Well, unfortunately, like I said before, Horizons isn't around anymore. In fact, Epcot is probably... Well, it's pretty neat being able to have a garage basically for your spaceship there. Be able to just hammer away at it. Yeah, I was about to say that Epcot is one that's really changed over time. There's not a whole lot there that was there originally anymore. Like the vast majority has been exchanged for something else, or has even closed down completely, like the Wonders of Life Pavilion. Let's see, I think we're going under the sea now, it looks like. That's what I'm assuming that I'm looking at. Yeah, I see like a seal there, so it must be under the water. Which, to be honest, actually does make quite a bit of sense, because if you have the stuff that can be space travel worthy, then you definitely have the stuff to be able to make things that can go underneath the ocean. Another pink screen. So this one, it looks like we're just moving right on by. Well, it looks like we have some sort of robot messing around with the weeds. It's kind of like a drone. Alright, let's see what comes up next after the sea. We're going back to space. Okay. Looks like they're putting together a cube. Or maybe it's maybe like a crate they're putting together? I'm not quite sure. We see a little spaceship like the one the guy was beating on earlier. I guess waiting to be able to go out into space. It is kind of neat how you get to see replications, and then sometimes you get to see actual pictures probably from the ride itself, like right here. We got somebody floating around over here, it looks like. Looking at a forest trail, looks like. Huh. Well, and there's everybody floating. I guess maybe the guy above was watching like a TV or something upside down. Somebody lost a shoe. And there's something sparkly right there. Doing some sort of science, I guess. And everybody hanging around for like a live stream call, I guess. Something like a Skype call. They did get that right. People can do that now. Mesa Verde. I think we're getting towards the end of the ride now. Sea Castle Resort. I'm assuming that's like a space shuttle right there. Or a space transport, whatever you'd like to call it. One more giant pink screen, I guess. Nope, we're moving still. Okay. We're back towards the entrance now, I think. So now we'll be able to see what's up next, which I'm assuming a racetrack is around here, but I'm pretty sure there's something else besides that. But we're definitely getting towards the end of Future World of Epcot, that's for sure. And then, yep, here's the racetrack right next to it. Or test track, I mean. I don't know why I called it racetrack. We got the nice warning sign here. Which I kind of guess would be one of the only things here at Epcot that would actually still have a sign like that. Oh, actually, what is it called? I think it's like Mission Space or something like that. That would also have it, I imagine. If that's still around, I'm not actually sure. But that was the one I was thinking of that was in the ball. Customize your car. Is this actually something I can do? Let me see. Oh, it actually brings up a HUD. Okay. Okay, Okay, so we can actually get some of this stuff here. My car is saved. No, I should be able to go through these doors, but they're not opening up. I wonder if this is maybe a glitch, or maybe I glitched it. Okay, we made it. I actually had to hop into the car by way of way of like camming over to it and hopping in the car, but not sure what's up with the door, but maybe I did something wrong there with the HUD. Alright. This actually looks pretty cool, I have to say. And there's a lot of audio playing at the moment, but it's mostly things like music and hearing the car go. So I think these things, yeah, it's gonna move really fast. Just flying right on by. I have to say that people that put up these rides up together are really great at what they do. Oh, that's a neat looking background. Well, that's actually pretty neat, seeing it from behind like that. That might be a neat way of actually going through the ride. Now it's time for the power test, which is the part that actually takes us outside the ride, and not in the open, which is super neat. There we go. That was test track. Pretty good replication from what I remember at the park. Looks like this is the exit. Oh, they used the experience again. That's neat. And then there's my picture up in the car. I brought the whole forest with me. Oh, they even have a little mini racetrack here. That's neat. And they got a couple of arcade machine stand-ins here. They might run on Java, though. I'm not sure. Because I've seen some arcade machines that actually function, but they run on Java. Or was it Flash Player? It was either Java or Flash Player, I can't remember. That's a nice little photo spot. Looks like I have a little bit of a spot that didn't want to res up correctly. So I guess I'll just go ahead and go around. Like, there should be flooring there, but I think my client messed up resing that spot up. Alright, and at this point we can now go ahead and head over here to our first spot at the World Tour. Which will be heading to various different places around the world, all in a half circle basically. Go ahead and just let that res up a little bit more. Lacatina. Okay, let's go ahead and head inside and see what's going on. Another experience placed. So this must be a pretty big spot then. A lot of theme here. Definitely did very nicely. So obviously I would say this is Mexico. Wow, this is actually really nicely done. It's like a small restaurant in here. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse there is with the little branches on top. That's a really nice temple shot over there too. Wow. Grand Fiesta Tour. Let's go ahead and take a look. I think this might be the exit actually. Alright, let's see what this has in store for us. Oh, we get to go by the temple in the water here. And as for the audio that would be playing here, it sounds like it's a full-on audio track of inside the ride itself. Like probably somebody took a recorder on and did the entire ride, I'm assuming. Well, it looks like we have two cartoon characters coming up. Finally, text freshed up. Looks like they're going on their tour. Though Donald's by himself, apparently. Oh, nice. It's kind of like It's a Small World in a way. Donald Piano up ahead, apparently. It looks like Donald fell down. Ah, two of them flying away and Donald's just floating down. And now everybody's in celebration. Oh, we got fireworks up ahead. It looks like we have some nice lighting effect by the lights over there and by the fountain. Which I managed to have advanced lighting on. Oh, I got a prize! Mexican skull, white and pink. So I guess probably it randomizes anybody on the boat getting a prize, perhaps. That's pretty cool. And that's the Three Amigos. And it looks like that's the end of the ride. That was pretty neat, though. I wasn't aware of the World Tour area actually having like any sort of rides. So I guess now we can go ahead and move on to our next segment. Which I think is Norway, I want to say. That's what it's looking like. I think Norway's the one with the Vikings, I'm pretty sure, right? we got some stores here, too. Some merchandise stores, I mean. And it looks like there's a ride here called the Maelstrom, which I believe, actually now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I've heard of that one. I think it was replaced not too long ago by a Frozen ride. Alright, another dark ride looking thing in the water, it looks like. So let's go ahead and click on the vehicle reser and see how this goes for us. Wonder if I have to click this or anything like that, or if it's going to start up on its own. Oh, nope, it's starting up on its own. Okay. Straight into the darkness. Oh, there's something coming up, though. Some sort of light, it looks like, in the distance. Yeah, I think that's a fire up ahead. Yeah, it's Odin. Yeah, we found a village, I think? Oh, we got some Vikings in a boat. Three-headed troll? And it's angry at us. Oh, we're moving backwards. Polar bear. Now it looks like we're going at it through some sort of grotto. Oh, I didn't even think that was... That actually took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that. It looks like we're coming up to some sort of fishing village, I think. Oh, I guess that's the end of the ride. Okay, don't go out that way. It must be this open door over here. Well, that was neat. A ride based on Norway. Oh, that's a giant troll there. How did I not see that coming through here the first time? Or maybe I did, I'm not sure. But it looks like this area is actually kind of small because it goes right into, I think this is China. Which, China's looking pretty nice, I have to say. It looks like we have some Mushu plushes over here. Based on Mulan. Don't know if China has any sort of ride or anything like that going on. Looks like they have something here. Reflections of China. Oh, that's a... Okay, that was a trampoline. Didn't realize that was a trampoline. Okay, so they have like a theater here. Wonder if we can go through this exit or not. Oh, yep. Goes right into a gift shop, it looks like. That's a nice painting right there. You got some scrolls you could hang up as well. Love and happiness. Some monkeys and some elephants, it looks like. A lot of this stuff doesn't seem like it's rising up properly. So I may have to restart my client. I think these are, yeah, lanterns. It looks like they have a Chinese restaurant here as well. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little area here. Looks like we don't have a spot for anything particularly right here, though. So we'll just go ahead and move along, and I'm not sure exactly what this is up here, but let's find out. Okay, apparently it's America Land. American Gardens Theater. Which is probably showing something 4th of July rated, I imagine, because it's, well, when I started this, recording this, it was 4th of July, but now we're into July 5th. Not sure exactly. I guess through the doors? This actually looks like it might be another experience spot. Oh, yep, it is. It's a nice go through right into the theater here. And apparently somebody else is here. I didn't see them before. Oh, I guess I can't go back the way I came. I have to go through the other set of doors. Yeah, they even have a sparkler, it looks like. Oh, they got a saying here. Let's see. America, spread your golden wings, sail on freedom's wing. Yes, across the sky. It's neat how it's written there on the supports. So we move on from America Land to which I'm pretty sure is Japan up ahead. teddy bear, America teddy bear. Yep, I think we're heading into Japan now. Which I think there's maybe 2 more after this. Wow, they did something pretty extensive for this one. This is pretty detailedly done. Doesn't look like any of the ones up the floors are open. So I guess everything is on the ground floor. And we got some Japan style clothing options here. Great green lizard, which I think is probably a stand-in for Godzilla of some sort. Kimonos, and apparently we just got experience teleported again. Wasn't actually expecting it that time, because this didn't look like it was an experienced spot. We got some more hand fans over here. Probably similar to the ones we saw over at the China spot as well. Flower lollies, mouse lollies. Kawaii? Okay, let's go see what's in Kauai. Huh. Astro Boy. And we got some Pokemon over here as well. It's amazing to think how long Pokemon's been around. That was like the first big fad that I had in elementary school. Probably when I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade. Is this Morocco? I think it... I'm not quite sure, but I think maybe. Neat looking fountain. That might be an experience teleport right there, I think. Let's go ahead and look around and everything else besides going over there. Nothing through there. Let's go ahead and see now. Oh no, apparently it's not a teleport. Okay. I really thought that was going to be one. We got a little, think of maybe a deli or maybe like a bakery over there. It was kind of hard to see from the case. Oh, it looks like they have something over here, maybe like a garden or something. I think that over there is the last spot for the world tour. Let me see what this is first. Okay, I think this might be a ride. I don't know if this is actually part of the... if this is actually part of Epcot or not. But we can go ahead and check it out after we're done with the world tour, I think. Yeah, it does look like a ride. Have some Beauty and the Beast going on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and check out that last area of the world tour first, and then come back and see what this is. Because over here, I'm pretty sure is Britain. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Okay. Had to let that res up a little bit because it was getting a bit choppy. But yeah, you can see kind of the castle styling going on here. And it sounds like there's some sort of British radio stream going on. And we have a bar here. You can see the horizon pyramids over there, so yeah, we're close to the end. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience building to our left. So let me just go ahead and make sure that I've completed the walk here, and then we can go back and check out that last ride. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the end. Yep, I recognize that building. Let's go ahead and just take a view over the pond here one more time. You can see all the places that we've already looked at. Okay, we're back. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what goes on. And let that textured up. And I got an enchanted rose. I guess the ride entrance is this way? Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and take a sit and go through different, I guess, fairy tales, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, looks like we're going through, I actually don't remember the name of this one. Sleeping Beauty, that's right. Okay. Well, this is a nice little forest. Oh, we even got a deer. And we got the two over there in the bushes. Is this Princess and the Frog, maybe? Big marshland with a bunch of glowing flies around. And I see an alligator in the background, too. Oh, and there's the frogs. Oh, I think the alligator has a trumpet. And here we have the Little Mermaid, it looks like. Oh, we got geysters, or fish spooting up. That's a pretty neat effect there. Well, it looks like we have Aladdin next, and we can already see the sun coming through the picture book. Full on loop. Oh, we're going into Lion King next. I'm not sure what this next one is. Just has a lot of lanterns, that's for sure. Oh, it's Tangled, okay. That's really nice with the effects on the background along with the lanterns everywhere. Oh, we got Cinderella coming up. Full-on castle display. I see them dancing in the background there. But yeah, I would definitely suggest coming over to WEDCOT Center and taking a look at the place. As I said before, you're not getting the full audio or even the full media from this video. And hopefully this video can convince you to go and take a look at the place proper, because I highly suggest it. And getting the full experience here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you guys again soon in another Second Life video here real soon. So see you then.